Hello, welcome to my channel and welcome to Lucid's advanced manufacturing plant in Casa Grande, Arizona. We're taking a look at the east staging lot, and it seems like there's a lot fewer cars here on the east side than there were last time I did a flyover, which was the 3rd of April. Here's a picture from the 3rd of April just to compare. The furthest lot to the left, there are no cars in now. And here is another view looking to the north of that same east staging lot. So we're flying to the west, and we'll continue to fly west to the two staging lots that are on the west side of the factory. I'll just kind of skip ahead a little bit here. Notice there's two Gravity there. They're actually level 2 charging. We'll come back and take a closer up view of those two. Those were two of the three Gravity that I saw today. None of the Gravity that I saw today were out in the staging lots waiting transport or lined up next to the car carriers waiting for transport today with the car carriers. Just a comparison with the west lot, a lot fewer cars today on this first west lot. And then continuing to the west, we're coming up on the furthest lot to the west. And, quite a few open spots, but this lot is fairly full. In fact, this lot's probably slightly fuller now than last time I did a flyover on the 3rd of April. We'll come up to the 3rd of April picture now, just for comparison. So I think there's a few more cars there, but overall I'm going to say that the inventory is substantially down since the 3rd of April. Here's those two Lucid Gravity. You can see by the charge port in the rear with the level 2 charging that they're both bound for North America and not bound for Europe. This is the construction area kind of on the north end of the factory where they had broken ground. I'm not sure what they're doing here, whether this is parking or whether they're going to construct another building here. But we're just flying along the east side of the factory looking at the employee parking area now. And we'll just take a quick flight from the north end of the factory to the south end of the factory. Quite a few employee cars here on a Monday. Very pleasant Monday, mostly cloudy, high 70 degrees. It's early in the morning. This is about 8:30 in the morning is when I did this flyover. Quick update on Gravity. Lucid did have a Gravity at the Electrify Expo at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona over the weekend. We were allowed to sit in it, so that's the first time I have been able to sit in a Gravity. I will say that both the back seats and the driver's seat are very, very comfortable. The tray tables on the back seats are very secure, very nicely done, very easy to use. As far as the driver position, the seats, I'm going to say, are more comfortable than the seats in my Air. I really found it quite comfortable, quite easy to get into. The Squircle I thought was very nice. I mean, had a good feel, nice hand position on it. The heads-up display was working. It's quite cool how they have done the heads-up display on the Gravity. So I'm looking forward to test drives or more cars in studios that we can actually put our hands on. So I'm really looking forward to test driving Gravity. I hope that happens sometime end of April or early May. This is coming up on that staging lot at the south end of the factory again. And now we'll just fly. This is a very similar, different view. We zoomed out a little bit further of the flying to the west on the south end of the factory. And the one thing we'll notice this time is the first time there were no car haulers. There'll be a couple car haulers when we get furthest west. So I was here before the car haulers started pulling in this morning. And like I said earlier, it looks like the inventory in these staging lots is down significantly from the 3rd of April. And we can see the 2 car haulers there now that were not there earlier, and starting to see them line up the Lucid Airs for loading onto those car carriers. By the time I left, one of those 2 car carriers was completely loaded and almost ready to pull out. We're just taking a look to see if there's any activity on the little surface test track. We are looking at a 4x view, so they're really not driving this fast. But there were a couple of Lucid Airs out there today, but no Gravity out there today. So really no update on the Gravity. The only Gravity that I was able to see were the 2 level 2 charging, actually I guess 3 level 2 at level 2 chargers, 2 together, and then one up kind of on the north end of the staging lot where we've seen them before. The little minivan is used to drop employees off that are um, moving the cars from the staging lot over to the car carriers for transport. So a couple of Lucid Airs out here. Actually, I think the time I was flying, there's probably 4 different cars. Not sure that they were different, but they came in and out at different times, so I'm assuming they are different. I'm not sure what that little cone is, but I saw several of the cars pull up to it. I don't know if they're checking the ultrasonic sensors or what against the cone, but that's my guess is it's a way to test the ultrasonic sensors and then back into the factory for that one. That's it for today, so thank you for watching.